Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE superstar Rhea Ripley has shared a social media update, playfully taunting J Uso ahead of the upcoming edition of Monday Night Raw. The two are currently involved in an on-screen romance storyline. Over the last few weeks, Uso has been helping the Terror Twins in their battle against the Judgment Day. The former member of the Bloodline has grown closer to Ripley and Priest, and the three are often seen interacting during the Red Brand's shows. Ahead of the upcoming edition of Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley took to her Instagram story to share a picture of her forearm while wearing multiple bracelets with "Yeet" written on them. You can check out her story by clicking here. After weeks of build, Dominic Mysterio finally turned on Rhea Ripley to help Liv Morgan retain her title at SummerSlam. The same night, Finn Balor also cost Damian Priest the World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther. The Terror Twins were kicked out of the Judgment Day at the biggest party of the summer. Speaking on the casual conversation with the Classic, Rhea Ripley opened up about her reaction to the betrayal by her former stablemates. The Eradicator revealed she cried backstage after her match. The former Women's World Champion stated it was a very emotional moment for her, as she had a great time working as a member of the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley will challenge Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship at Bad Blood on October 5. With Dominic Mysterio locked inside a shark cage, it will be interesting to see how the champion will fare against the former Judgment Day member. Rhea Ripley, the reigning WWE Women's World Champion and a member of the menacing Judgment Day faction, is known for her unrelenting dominance in the ring. She's also a master of psychological warfare, often getting under the skin of her opponents long before they even step inside the squared circle. Her recent playful taunts directed at J Uso ahead of WWE Raw are no exception, as Ripley continues to blur the lines between mind games and physical superiority. In typical Rhea Ripley fashion, the Eradicator has been stirring the pot with her antics, especially when it comes to J Uso, who recently defected from the Bloodline and has been navigating new rivalries on Raw. With the upcoming episode promising high stakes, Ripley's playful yet calculated taunts are raising the tension and keeping fans guessing about what's next. But what's really going on between Rhea Ripley and J Uso? Are these just playful jabs, or could this be the start of something bigger? Rhea Ripley has made a name for herself as one of WWE's most fearsome competitors, not just because of her physical strength, but because of her ability to get into her opponents' heads. In the world of professional wrestling, winning a match often begins long before the bell rings. Ripley understands this better than most, using psychological tactics to weaken her opponents mentally before she even delivers a single blow. When it comes to J Uso, Rhea Ripley's playful taunting serves multiple purposes. First and foremost, it's a reminder that she's not afraid to cross lines or take jabs at anyone, whether they're a part of her current storyline or not. Her ability to toy with J Uso, who's been dealing with his own family drama and his defection from the Bloodline, plays directly into her reputation as someone who thrives on chaos. But more than that, Ripley's taunts have a deeper undertone. They signal that no one, no matter how decorated or beloved, is immune from her influence. J Uso, despite his pedigree as one half of the Usos, one of the most successful tag teams in WWE history, now finds himself in Ripley's crosshairs, whether he likes it or not. By playfully mocking Jay on social media and during backstage segments, Ripley is not just trying to amuse herself or the WWE Universe. She's subtly positioning herself as a looming threat to any competitor who crosses her path, whether in the women's or men's division. J Uso's recent trajectory in WWE has been nothing short of a roller coaster. After spending years as a tag team specialist with his brother Jimmy, Jay found himself embroiled in the Bloodline saga, one of WWE's most compelling storylines. His complicated relationship with Roman Reigns, their family dynamic, and his eventual decision to leave the faction have made him a fan favorite and one of the most talked about stars on Raw. However, Jay's journey has been far from easy. After exiting the bloodline, he's been targeted by former allies and new enemies alike. Now, with Rhea Ripley's playful taunts added to the mix, Jay finds himself in an even more precarious position. Ripley's words may seem lighthearted on the surface, but they carry a sharp edge, reminding Jay that no one in WWE is ever truly safe. Ripley's taunting has also left fans speculating about whether this playful exchange could lead to a more significant storyline involving the Judgment Day. J Uso, already struggling to find his footing after leaving the bloodline, could be seen as a prime target for Ripley and her faction to exploit. Could Ripley be setting the stage for Jay to become the next victim of Judgment Day's manipulations? Or perhaps there's a different angle at play, one where Ripley is pushing Jay toward a confrontation he's not yet ready for. One of the most compelling aspects of Rhea Ripley's role in WWE is her place within the Judgment Day, a faction that thrives on bending the rules and imposing their will on the WWE roster. Alongside Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, Ripley has been instrumental in expanding the group's influence across multiple storylines. Her taunting of J Uso could very well be a part of a larger scheme involving the Judgment Day. The group has shown time and time again that they are unafraid to interfere in matches, take shortcuts, or use psychological warfare to break down their opponents. Ripley's playful taunts toward Jay may be the beginning of a larger push to get inside his head. After all, the Judgment Day thrives on weakening their opponents mentally before finishing them off in the ring. If Ripley's jabs are any indication, the Judgment Day could be eyeing Jay as either a potential new recruit, though his history with factions like the Bloodline might make him resistant, or as their next target for destruction. Jay's current vulnerability, having left behind his family legacy and fighting his way through new battles on Raw, makes him a prime candidate for a full-on Judgment Day assault. What's clear, though, is that Rhea Ripley is the one leading the charge when it comes to unsettling Jay. Whether it's her confidence in playing mind games or her status as one of WWE's most dominant figures, Ripley's taunts are not to be taken lightly. They could signal the beginning of a much more dangerous confrontation between J Uso and the Judgment Day. So what's next for Rhea Ripley and J Uso as they head into WWE Raw? Will the playful banter continue to escalate into a full-blown confrontation, or will it remain a fun distraction? One thing is for sure, Ripley doesn't do anything without purpose. Her taunts may be playful now, but in the world of WWE, a single playful exchange can quickly turn into something much more serious. Ripley is known for turning mind games into real-life consequences, and it's not hard to imagine that her teasing of J Uso will evolve into something bigger, especially with the Judgment Day constantly looking for ways to assert their dominance over Raw. For Jay, the key will be whether he can remain focused on his current challenges or whether Ripley's jabs will knock him off course. Having recently left behind the toxicity of the bloodline, Jay is at a crucial point in his career, one where he's trying to establish himself as a top-tier solo competitor. Ripley's mind games could be the distraction that Judgment Day uses to exploit his current vulnerability. Rhea Ripley's playful taunting of J Uso is more than just fun and games. It's the first hint of a deeper psychological battle, one that could soon explode into a major confrontation. As Raw approaches, fans are left wondering whether these playful jabs are setting the stage for an all-out war between J Uso and the Judgment Day, with Ripley standing at the center of it all. In the unpredictable world of WWE, every moment counts, and Ripley's taunts could be the spark that lights the fire for J Uso's next great challenge. For now, fans will have to wait and see what Ripley has up her sleeve and whether Jay can survive her games and keep his focus intact.